Hello, this is Jenya Holder over at jenyaholder.com, and today I'm back talking to you about LinkedIn groups. And what I wanted to discuss today were the types of groups that you can join. There are hundreds, there are thousands of groups that you can join on LinkedIn. So one of the things that we want to do is narrow that down so that once again we have a strategy that we're using, that we're not just going in there all haphazard, just joining groups at random. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, is some of the groups that we should join. Now, this one's pretty straightforward. We definitely want to find groups where we have our potential clients. So if you are a coach, if are an author, a speaker, whatever it is that you're doing, find the groups on LinkedIn where your potential clients are. I'm not going to spend too much time here because it's pretty self-explanatory. The next thing we want to do is we should really be spending time where your peers are, where your colleagues, and even your competitors are. Here's why. A lot of times you will be doing the same exact thing as someone else, but you'll have a different niche. One person will have an expertise where the other person won't. One person will work with these type of clients and they won't work with that type of clients. They might even be looking for information from, to share resources and things of that nature. So really joining groups where you feel like your pet competitors are going to be there, you can go in there and be a real resource and a real help, as well as be a place that they can refer business. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Another thing is the vendors. I'm going to call them middleman. And these are the people who else is dealing directly with your client. All right, so once again, let's go back to the bridal industry. Let's say you are a florist and you are looking to connect with more brides. Who else deals with that bride? Okay, we have the photographer, the videographer. We have people that are dealing with the venue. We have printers. We have cake designers. We have hair salons. We probably even have, retreat places. There are a variety of people who are involved with that bride and going to be in touch with her, and who she may even say, listen, can you refer someone to me who does XYZ? So why not connect yourself and build relationships with the people who can refer business to you? So that's another great place for you to find people to add to your network and to connect with and build relationships. Next one is your industry organizations. A lot of times you'll have the National Association of this and the association for that, and you might even have local groups. Find those groups where your industry has a place online on LinkedIn. It's a great place for you to also, once again, find colleagues, but keep updated on what's happening in the industry, and talk to other people who also are trying to keep on top of what's happening. Another great place for you to be a resource, and you never know, sometimes you can have potential clients or vendors who are in there who are also looking to connect with people in your industry and in your organization. That's another great place to meet, and network with people who can really help build your business. One of the ways that we connect with people the most is on things we have in common. And one of the cool things about LinkedIn is people think it's so stuffy, but there are so many great groups. I mean, there are rock climbers on there. There are people who love to ride horseback, NASCAR, any sports you could imagine is on there. I mean, what a great way to connect with people. There's a barrier that's already gone if you are connecting with somebody in the same place. So definitely, if you have a hobby or you're into sports or you have some kind of passion that you're into that's can be outside the realm of business, definitely look for those places on LinkedIn. Your alumni, fraternities, sororities, you already, once again, have a bond with these people. Why not what they call leverage these relationships? You've spent years, getting to know some of these people, and sometimes just by virtue of you being in the same club, the same group, already makes them want to do business with you. So why not connect with them? Go on LinkedIn and find your alumni groups, find your fraternities and your sororities, and get involved online. Local networking groups. So many times I meet with clients and they want to have this big global impact and they want to be internationally known and known all across the country, and nobody knows about them in their own neighborhood. So one of the most important things I think for us to do is to make sure that the people locally know who we are. And a great way to do that is finding the networking groups online, because we can't always get out to go to networking groups for whatever reasons. And a great way to still stay connected with people is to do that online. So definitely go in there and look for some of the local networking in your city and in your state, something local. Once again, a great place for you to start building your network and getting known is right in your own backyard. And thought leaders and people who have a high profile. And because imagine your target audience is going to be listening and sitting at the feet of the people who they want to be inspired, who they think are the experts. And part of our success online is finding out where your people are hanging out online and being there where they are. I'm not saying to go in there and just like gangbusters, but go, and I'll talk to you in another video about what you do when you go in there. But for now, I really wanted to talk to you about the importance of being where your target audience is. And they're going to be listening to the thought leaders. So whether it is, Guy Kawasaki, or in social media, this woman called Mari Smith, or, there's so many different people. Sit down and make a list of the people who are influencers. Like, you could think of like if people who are into health, they're into Dr. Oz, maybe they'd be into Oprah, and I'm not, maybe people, maybe even a little lesser of a scale, but just kind of think of the people that they're going to be connected with. And so that's it basically. I just wanted to talk to you about those 8 types of groups that you should look for: your potential clients, peers or colleagues, vendors, or people who are also dealing directly with your client. You want to get in touch with those industry organizations. If you have any sports, hobbies, or any passions that you have, great way to connect with people and build great relationships, as well as with your alumni and your fraternities and sororities. And then get known locally. Find some local groups that you can network with. And lastly, your thought leaders and experts, because you want to be where your target audience is hanging out online. I would like to thank you for listening to these tips today on LinkedIn and on joining LinkedIn groups. If you want more tips and strategies on connecting with your ideal clients, hop on over to www.jenyaholder.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the videos here on YouTube. Thanks for listening and have a great day.